Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Friday, February 26, 2021, and today is the last trading day of the month. It is coming on the heels of what was a sizable down day yesterday. The S&P put in 111 points of range. About twice the average volume that we've been seeing took place yesterday. In fact, a little bit more than twice the average volume we've been seeing. So we had a sizable sell-off yesterday going into the last trading day of the month. So I figured we'd take a look at what has happened historically on the last trading day of the month when it comes on the heels of a down day. So let me go ahead and set this up in Discover. We're going to look at all four instruments. The setup's going to be based upon entering the market long at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time and exiting at the close of regular trading hours, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, to describe the pattern, I'm going to go into Price Patterns library here first. I'm going to take two pieces of information. I'm going to go with simply a lower daily close. So that's the second option here in the direction of the last close category. And then I'm going to say that it closed below the open as well. So that means it was a red daily candlestick closing below the open, but it also closed lower than the day before's close. And I'm going to use this pattern because as I started to look into sizable sell-offs leading into the last trading day of the month, the sample sizes got really small. So I'm going to widen it out a little bit and just look at a down day, a lower close that was a red candlestick instead. That way we get a handful more samples. Next, I'm going to go into the indicators section, put us in a similar market environment. We are below a 10, but above a 200-day simple moving average. And lastly, in the calendar library, I'm going to say it is the last trading day of the month. That comes from our unique days section. Now I can click view results. And here we go. These are the results of going long at the open, which is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, exiting at the close, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time, when the prior day is a lower close and a close below the open. And today is the last trading day of the month. This has taken place below a 10 and above a 200-day simple moving average. Historically, this pattern has taken place 27 times in the S&P, 28 in the NASDAQ, 25 in the Dow, 31 in the Russell. And if we look at the win rates on them, you'll see 3 out of 4 of them are coming in on the weak side, with S&P being the weakest at 30%. NASDAQ coming in at 39%, the Dow 44%, and Russell the only one north of 50%, coming in at 55% win rate on those. So the majority of these are finishing with down days for the session, meaning they're closing below the open more often than not, historically speaking. If we look at the average win, average loss, the average win for the S&P quite a bit larger than the average loss on the handful of winners that are within that sample size. That is also true for the NASDAQ, where the average win is quite a bit larger than the average loss. For the Dow, they're pretty similar in size. Average loss just a touch bigger. And then the Russell, the average win has been a little bit larger than the average loss as well. So the majority of them favoring downside more often historically. However, the bigger moves on average have taken place on the upside. So hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck today, and we will see you next time.